My journey through entrepreneurship has been a very long one and a testing one. And if I was to look back to when I started this dream of what I wanted to do and achieve for myself back at 17, 18, I wouldn't be where I am right now. And I was expecting everything to be incredible. I expected myself to be a millionaire, to have all the money that I want, to be successful in the most incredible fashion. I thought it'd be not simple, but so much faster. And in today's video, I want to run over my journey through entrepreneurship, so what it's taught me and how I see everything much differently now when you really go through that journey of entrepreneurship and how you develop yourself. So, starting back at the start of my journey, back at around 16, 17, I just basically came out of a very heartbreaking breakup and I was absolutely distraught. I was in a very, very difficult spot at a young age. And it was a very testing time where I was going to college and everything was new and you're growing up and you're going to a new school. And I was still training. I was training in the gym very lightly, well, with friends. And then I wanted to take it more seriously. And that's where I got my first gym membership. I started going to gym, I started training, and for a year I trained. And then as I got into my second year of college and I turned 18, that is when I started my fitness account. I had such a huge drive, I had a spiteful drive behind everything that I did to go out and make something for myself. I had a fear of not being enough after a breakup, and that drove me so hard that I started my fitness account and I grew it quickly. It did really well, but I did it for the wrong reasons. But that personal development was great. It gave me a lot of confidence, especially when I went to uni. I had a decent following, you'd say. I had around 10K followers. And it gave me a lot of confidence in myself and what I put out and what I desired to do. From there as well, I then started a clothing brand. That was my first big move with a business. I put a few thousand down and I tried to grow that. And again, I think it was driven by fear of not feeling enough. But then that taught me a huge amount. I started my first limited business. I didn't need to, which I realize that now. But EA Apparel, Elite Athlete Apparel, was my brand. It was what I desired to do, and that was my first taste of entrepreneurship. I had to do everything. I did. I designed everything. I got the designs in um, from China and Pakistan, and I got them all custom made. And it was a beautiful process of having customers and building that. And it was a very big learning curve. And I think through doubt of my own and my own naivety, I wouldn't say I failed, but I did just over four figures worth of sales for the company. And the end, I ended up with a loss, and I stopped doing it. I think out of a loss of belief and having no real idea what I was doing, it made it very difficult. So I shut that one down. Then over the coming years, I tried multiple things. I did a little bit of PTing on the side. That was all online through my fitness account. I grew my TikTok following then in lockdown, and I got that up to around like 32K. And then after we came out, I then fell off again. And I've been going in this cyclical fashion for a long time. Then from there, I tried multiple things. I tried, well, at the time I had the My Protein sponsorship, which was great with my fitness account, which obviously helped massively. I got an experience of that, what it's like to be like almost sponsored. Um, then I tried drop shipping. I tried Forex trading. I started getting into investing around 21, 20, looking into it, trying to learn it. Forex was a bust, very difficult, didn't suit me. Drop shipping, tried it, didn't work for me. I'm not saying it doesn't work for other people, of course, because people have been hyper successful, but I've tried so many things. I tried multiple drop shipping accounts actually, and it just didn't seem to hit the spot. And then as time went on, that is when I was in my next relationship and things really started to go downhill. I completely became a shell of myself. I was in a place in the country which I didn't see as home. There was loads of variables which I'm not going to go into now, but it really crushed me. And I tried to do the PTing again, and we built the app, and we had everything built, I tried to make it happen, but through social media, it wasn't happening. And I was trying, but I wasn't doing the right things. And the belief just wasn't there. And then I fell off it again. And that was when I was really in my rut. And I tried multiple things. I kept trying. And it just didn't seem to come right. And 2024 was an absolute mess for me. And then that was my darkest days where I just really didn't want to be here anymore. That sounds really dark, but it was to the point where I was waking up and I didn't look to anything with joy. And that's where I luckily, with a very good friend of mine, one of my best mates now, he invited me into a mentorship with entrepreneurs, and that took me off. That pulled me out of the hole that I was in and allowed me to start seeing the positive things in life. And then a few months down the line, I start developing myself, building my accountability, rewiring my brain in the way that it used to be back to a newer, more intelligent version. And that process teaches you massive amounts, going from rock bottom to a point where you're now firing ideas at what you want to do. And from there, earlier this year is where Hyperdrive was born. That was the new idea for me. And I wanted to make it happen. And I tried a different avenue. I tried to go down an avenue of doing edited videos and building an account that way, and then doing affiliate marketing and trying to sell products through there. And then as I rebuilt my confidence back to where it is now, I mean, my confidence is higher, but building it back to the point where I wanted to run my own social media again, I went through this whole journey of them being like, no, Hyperdrive Fit has to be through me. That is why I created Hyperdrive Fit, the YouTube channel and the Instagram, because I wanted to put out that positive message, which I always had within myself, but I wasn't giving it out because I was in such turmoil myself. And as I became back to that confidence and had the mentorship there, and I was building a business with the mentorship, which in a few years is going to be an incredible cash flow asset, which is going to allow me to be financially free. I then came back to this and I thought, I need to make this a success. And what was my most valued asset that I have is my physique and my body and my intelligence around fitness and mindset. And that is where I took the leap which has changed everything for me. And the one that is really developing me at such a fast rate right now, which I never thought was even possible. But investing in yourself and putting thousands on the line with someone who is going to build you and bring you forwards is one of the best investments you could ever possibly make, whether it's your fitness, whether it's for a business, whether it's for your mindset, a skill like sales. Investing in yourself and stepping over that point of fear is one of the biggest lessons you will ever learn. And I'm growing every day. I'm doing everything I can possibly every day. And I thought I was, but 2 days ago, I suddenly had that new version. I deleted the dating apps. I'm focused. I'm coming home as soon as I get back. What's next? How do we build? How do we get better? And this journey of entrepreneurship, if I look back over the last 6.5, 7 years, has been incredible. I started off as this super naive, ready to go, driven young man. And now the clarity and the experimentation I want to have with developing and just trying new things. I feel like a kid in a candy shop wanting to learn constantly. But the only way I got over that point was by facing the fears that I had and stepping over them and becoming the best version of myself every single day. And having to step over that fear and ask for help is one of the most important things. And this is my final point that I wanted to come to. And as you go through this journey, you become less empathetic to the excuses that people make, because you know you are making those excuses and you took that step over fear. And through taking that step over fear, you now see the bounds that you've made yourself. So when I'm talking to you guys, if you watch my content in a very abrupt, very straight line, honest approach, it is out of the best point of my heart, because I know that if I was in that position where I was before, that this message would get to me. This is what would help me get over the line to where I am now, because I've seen what it's like to act in fear and where I was. And as soon as you are able to get those things in place, the discipline, the courage, and the building of confidence to ask for help and actually invest in yourself, which is the most important thing you will ever do, because you are the only vessel you will have throughout life. If you can actually do that and invest in yourself, I've seen what happens when you go from the point of absolute fear and rock bottom to invest in yourself and become the man that you want to become. The journey is incredible. It's painful, but it is the most enjoyable and beautiful thing you will ever go for. And this is why I'm direct. And this is why I'm going to be direct with you now. You have to invest in yourself. These 7 years have taken so much longer than I would have expected, because I thought I would be further. But the journey that I've been on is so beautiful, and I wouldn't change a thing for it, because the lessons I've learned along the way, I've taken all together. You can only connect the dots backwards. You will do all these random things. You will go through certain pains. You will go through certain lessons, and you won't know why they're coming together. But when you get to that point, and then you take that look back and you actually assess what's happened, all the dots align, because all of those things that happen have got you where you are today. And this is the point for you. If this is the message that's come to you at the right time, is step over that point of fear, whatever that is for you, to invest in yourself, to go to the gym, to speak to that person, to go ask for help, to invest in the sales training, to invest in the business, to invest in someone who's going to help your fitness. Step over that point of fear, because I've been where you are. I've been the scared version. I've been the boy who doesn't know what to do and is at rock bottom. But I'm telling you right now, you step over that fear and you have that courage and you take that helping hand, which is what I offer my clients, that helping hand to go, this is how we can do it and I can help you get there. You will become the best version of yourself. You will look back and say, thank fuck I made that decision. Thank fuck I took that step over the fear and became the person that I really wanted to. Because now when you step over that fear, you realize it is so much smaller. It is so much smaller. You look out on the ocean and you step into that ocean and it's only an inch deep. You can keep going. You keep walking, taking it step by step by step. And I guarantee you will be a much happier person than the one that is stuck in comfort. So please, I'm going to continue to be direct with you guys. And some people don't like it. Some people do. Some people react really well. Some people hate it. But the reason I'm direct is because I've been where you are. I know what it takes. And I haven't even made it yet. But as we continue in this journey and I continue to document my journey towards my success and helping more and more people with Hyperdrive Fit, the empathy will reduce. And that's not a bad thing. That is me realizing that you guys also have the exact same power that I had within myself to make the changes that you want. Staying in comfort, staying where you are, staying in pain, it's uncomfortable. But you think the fear of stepping over that and actually becoming the person you want is more painful. But all it takes is the decision. And once you make the decision to tell fear to fuck off, then you currently have the control. You have the power. You have the power to become the person you want. So this is my final one. Step over that fear. Trust me, I've been where you are. I'm now developing myself. I'm becoming the man I wanted to years down the line. But these years are stretched out for a reason, to teach you all the lessons you need. So if you take one lesson from today, please don't take my directness as no empathy. Take it as a point of love that I want you to take the decisions and make the decisions that I have, but prior to me, to develop even faster than I have, because I know what's on the other side of that fear. And when you step over that fear, beautiful things come. So I hope you have enjoyed the video. This was Hyperdrive Fit. My name is Rafe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.